Hi everybody. So about 2 weeks ago, I posted a photograph on Facebook of myself in blue eyeshadow and pink lipstick, and I got a bunch of likes and comments from it. So I thought it would be a great look to do a tutorial on. I've gotten a couple of different requests for a few different looks, so I'm going to try to keep on filming these. I don't know how the lighting is in here just yet, and I'm trying to still get comfortable with being in front of the camera, so bear with me, it's going to get better. Anyway, I'm headed to a party. I've done my hair and I still have my robe on, but I wanted to film this video so that perhaps you could replicate the look. If you want to see how I did it, stay tuned. I've already got one eye done. I'll go ahead and get started with the second eye. I have this new palette by Stila Cosmetics. It's called In the Know. If you've seen these, they have lots of really pretty colors. This one has all matte colors, which is why I love it, and it's all neutral too. So this is by Stila Cosmetics. We're going to start out with the color called Fire. Fire is the most orangey color. It's kind of a deep earthy tone. I'm going to take a Sonia Kouchik brush that I just got from Target, nothing special, and I'm going to start with that color Fire and just start here right underneath my brow. Sweeping the color just underneath the brow, like so. I'm going to take that same brush, use the same palette, and there's a color called Driftwood here. This is just a brown. It's kind of a reddish brown. It's not really, really dark. It's kind of a medium tone. So if you have something like that, you can use that. That'll be the next color. We go a little bit closer to the crease with this one. The next color I'm going to use, also in this palette, it's this color called Earth. It's the darkest brown in this palette. And I'm going to take that and go right in the crease, concentrating most of my color on the outer end there. So if you see, it's just kind of a gradient. It fades from the lightest color to the darkest. Next thing we're going to take is the black color here. You want to go for a matte black, whatever you do. Just make sure it doesn't have too much shimmer on it. I'm going to put some highlighter on my cheeks, and I don't want glitter all over my face. So I'm going to take a matte black. This time we are really concentrating just on the crease of the eye here. You go apply more pressure on the outside, and then you go lighter. I'm barely touching my skin once I get to the inner corner of my eye. Alright, now for this awesome blue, I have another Stila Cosmetics palette. This one is called In the Garden, and it has mostly shimmer colors here, but I'm going to take this blue here, which is called Freesia. And I'm also going to take a flat brush. I wet this brush just to get as much of the blue color on it as possible. So I'm going to take that color Freesia, and that's going to go all over my lid here, starting from the inside to the outside. And here's a little trick that I learned from one of my Facebook makeup gurus. Her name is Makeup by Madison. If you have a Facebook account, which I'm sure you do, check her out. But she leaves a little corner right here in the corner of her eye, and she waits until the end to smoke out the eye. So she starts with the blue there. And just make sure you pile on a lot of product so it won't go anywhere. And she smokes the eye out by leaving this gap here and filling in the darker color with that. I'm just going to take my finger, and that same black color that we were using earlier, I'm using that to put a little smoky finish here. So it looks like in her picture, she always goes closest to the eye here. And then she takes a blending brush. I'm using that same Sonia Kouchik brush that I used before, and blends it inward and taking out any harsh lines. Let's see, how does that look? As you see, I have a little fallout underneath my eye, so I'm just going to take a little towelette and I'm gonna wipe underneath my eyes. I'm wearing foundation already, so I am going to just put some concealer underneath here. Apparently God thought it was a great time to do a spiritual test on me. I have suddenly developed an allergy to my favorite concealer, MAC Pro Longwear. So now I'm using Maybelline Fit. I have a kind of a funny skin color, I guess. I can never find an exact match for my skin. So I am mixing Maybelline Fit's number 30 and number 35. So I'm gonna do most of my dots with 30. And then I'm just gonna do a few with the lighter color 35. I am going to blend those colors together first and then start to pat like this to make sure I have them where I want them to be. And I like mine pretty low down on the eye there. I'm gonna take my beauty blender and just blend this out by patting. And I have trouble with one little spot in the corner of my eye that I always talk about. My handsome, strapping father blessed me with these little dark circles. So I'm just taking a little bit of a thicker concealer. This is MAC Studio Sculpt, and I'm just gonna put it there and then just a few other places. I imagine I'll be taking some photos tonight because I'm going to a birthday party to one of my good friends that I've known for a very long time. So I'm gonna zhuzh it up for her. The next step that we are going to go through is taking a pencil brush. This is the Sigma E30 brush. You can tell I'm not a makeup artist. I don't know the numbers by heart. Sorry, guys. Some of the other girls know them, but I don't. I'm just a regular girl. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm going to go back for that blue that we started with in the Garden palette by Stila Cosmetics. And we're going to run it along our lower lash line like so. And I did wet my pencil brush before I started doing that just to prevent the makeup from falling all over my face. So if you wet it, the makeup sticks to the brush a lot better. So just make sure you're really blue underneath the eyes here, like that. And then we're gonna kind of ground that color by using a eyeliner. This is Carbon Black eyeliner pencil. I love Carbon Black. It's the blackest black you can find, and it wears well. It doesn't smudge easily. You're gonna line your waterline first, and you want to line it a little bit messy so it kind of falls below the waterline. And I like to kind of squeeze a little bit to make it a little messy, kind of sultry, sexy looking. So that's that for the eyeshadow. The next thing I'm gonna do is do some eyeliner. I love this Maybelline Studio Gel Eyeliner. It's my favorite one. It goes on like a Sharpie almost. You can barely even get it off. It won't smudge. It'll be there all day long. I'm just using an angled brush. This is the E65 by Sigma also. I have a post about Sigma brushes on my blog if you need more information about how awesome they are. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna get really close. I'm sorry to be all my girl like this, but you know. I'm gonna start out really thin here. It's a method that I call tight lining. Is when you get the line as close to your lash line as possible. And then I'm gonna start going a little bigger. I like to start in the beginning, go to the middle, go to the end where I'll make a thicker line and connect the two. And there's the eyeliner for this one. I am gonna apply some false lashes. And I'm not gonna do this on camera just because it takes too long and just for timing purposes of this video. I know that I get lots of questions about doing, about wearing false eyelashes though, so I promise I will do a false eyelash tutorial soon, just to show you how to do that. In the meantime, I'll be right back. Okay, I have my false eyelashes on. I did contour my cheeks also, just to add a little definition to them. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up by doing some blush and some highlighter and some lipstick. So this is just a Wet n Wild. This one's called Mellow Wine. So a Wet n Wild blush. I'm just gonna apply this to the apples of my cheeks. Same over here. I just discovered this awesome highlighter that I love so much. I got it from Kroger. This is CoverGirl Instant Cheekbones. It's supposed to be a contouring palette, but because I have brown skin, this isn't very much contour for me. It is, however, a very nice highlighter. I'm taking this shimmery color on the right side and in the middle, and I'm going to add that above that blush just to give me a little shimmer. Up top, like so. The last thing I'm going to do is apply my lipstick. So this is a Rimmel lip liner. It's called Enchantment. So I'm going to line my lips with this. Like so. And then we're going to go for a little bit of Pink Nouveau. This is a matte color. I don't know if you've seen this one, but it's beautiful. And it's just very pink. You may want to apply some powder after this just to set the look. I probably will before I go, but this is it. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below. Tell me how you liked it, and I'll see you soon. Stay pretty.